Okay.
No, you didn't. There's still more.
Okay. Yeah, we got to move it on.
Your process is you ask God and cope. That's the process.
No, it's not. It's how to release
the infinite.
the trauma.
The infinite is God, and then you cope.
I just told you. You have to place a meaning on the event that feels good.
That's called cope.
It's not called
That's
cope.
cope.
It's
That's
called
literally
finding
coping.
a meaning.
That is doing everything you can.
And then you have to grab
take the event and pretend it's something other than what the event is.
No,
that is
it's
cope.
not. It's
Yes, it is.
Agree to disagree. Grab a happy image and put it into the thought nursery. Now, if you read my book, you would know what the thought nursery is.
The thought nursery.
To dwell on for a few minutes. Let the better feelings associated with the happy image emerge. Breathe into these better feelings and savor them. I did this as many times a day as necessary. So what I would have to do is, so the image was of my friend dead on the table, basically blue with intubated and everything. He died, and they made me go back and see him dead on the table. And his mom wanted me to delay the coroner from taking his body. That's the only reason I had to see him dead. I don't recommend people do that. There's no fucking point. But anyway, I had to go and see this man who died in my arms first, and then they tried to resuscitate him, obviously, intubated him. He's blue on the table. His mom, I had to tell, Steve's dead. Well, I didn't tell her that, but I told her, I don't know, he's unconscious. She met me at the hospital, but on her way there, she was begging me to stall the coroner from taking his body because they wanted time for the brother to come and be able to see. I don't know why people want to traumatize themselves by doing this. Again, I don't recommend forcing yourself to see your loved one dead.
That's not necessarily trauma. That's part of the closure process.
Okay, well, for some it is, but for a lot of people, they get stuck on those images. For me, I got stuck with him blue, intubated, dead on the table.
That's because people have a disconnection between what is life and what is death.
Do you want to hear how I got over that and didn't get PTSD?
Okay, yeah, we got to move to the next point. But I'd like to stay on this point, right? So people have a huge disconnection from what is life and what is death. Not everybody, and by the way, people used to have to deal with death a lot more. They used to have to deal with dead bodies a lot more, things like this. I don't think that it's ingrained to be traumatic necessarily. It's something that people just don't really have to deal with very much. So it becomes not personal. It always becomes somebody else's dealing with it. You're just dealing with a memory. But the thing is that when you say things like, take this thing that actually happened and put a fun, happy spin on it, so it's something that you remember fondly instead, that is an embrace of delusion. So how's that not cope?
If I can have a bit of some extended, so we kind of veered off of this. I was asking how me or Andrew or the show is woman hating. I did not get an adequate response.
Because I'm a woman and I've shared a lot with you, and it's never been met with any sort of understanding or empathy. It's only been met with hostility and this weird commitment to not understanding me. And
can I just say the same thing to you?
Sure.
No empathy, no understanding?
Sure. If that's how you feel.
So can you, what's that Aristotle quote about crying? Okay, so.
Crying is one of the ways that the body processes the trauma in real time. That way we don't hold on to it.
Or is it a way to appeal to emotion to try to get people onto your side without actually having a strong foundation or position for what you're actually trying to say and argue?
That is a way that people who lack genuine empathy, that is a way that they use appeared emotion to manipulate others, but my emotion is actually genuine.
Okay, well, I don't see how that has anything to do with woman hating.
I'm a healer. As women were gifted with special abilities to take on.
Look, these are words that you said.
GMD Jim donated $100. Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants, so will Socrates.
Socrates, yeah.
Okay, well, if you're not comfortable with me crying, I'm gonna have to go because some of the things we're talking about
if you want
makes
to
me cry.
If that's fine. I'm still just trying to understand, aside from how you felt, if there's something you can point to.
I don't think that you are trying to understand anything. I think that you are trying to bring a point across. So just say what your point is that you would like to prove, and then I can just submit and we can move on.
I'm not really sure if that's what I'm trying to do, but earlier in the show, you said that me and Andrew are woman-hating. The show is woman-hating. So I'm asking you to point to something specific.
I keep doing it, and you don't want to accept it. So I don't see the point in continuing the conversation. I told you that I am a woman, and I didn't feel safe, and I don't feel safe in your presence. Hence, woman-hating, because I am a representative of woman.
Well, so if I'm a man and I feel uncomfortable in your presence, does that mean you're a man-hater?
You can say that if that's how you feel.
Does it make it true? Would you agree or disagree with that statement?
That I am a man-hater?
Because I feel unsafe in your presence.
I would validate if that's how I made you feel. At least.
But would it make you a man-hater? Or would you be like, no, I'm not a man-hater?
Possibly.
Because of how I made you feel.
If man is taking your form, then yes.
I am a male.
If man is taking your form, then yes, there is hatred there, because it's not you as a soul, it's you as an ideology coming at me and not inviting me to feel safe in your presence.
Didn't you so me and Andrew were sitting here. Mm-hmm. We were sitting down. We were just talking. At moments, it was a lively conversation, but we were remaining in our seats. Was it Andrew, or was it me, or was it you who got out of their seat, came all the way over here, mm-hmm. got into our physical space, and Andrew's sitting to my left. Who was that? Was that us or was it you?
It was me invoked by you. You invited me to...
I invited you to walk over and get into our physical space.
Yes.
How did I... So you're saying we consented to that?
I am saying that you didn't give a shit about my personal space emotionally, so I didn't give a shit about your physical space.
That doesn't make any sense.
I gave you a taste of your own medicine, and you didn't like it.
So what was the point you were trying to prove?
Give you a taste of your own medicine.
What was the medicine which we were dispensing?
So you could feel what it feels like to be disrespected.
What was the medicine you claim we were dispensing?
Disrespect.
This conversation, while we disagree, has actually been fairly, there were times where it got a bit heated, but it's otherwise been fairly
and times
calm.
where there was sexual assault. Let's not forget that.
I like
in any case, so when it comes to your safety, and this being evidence of woman-hating, we've remained here. While you might disagree with what we say, you got out of your chair, walked around the table. We didn't know if you were going to strike us or what you were going to do.
You were scared? Did I scare you?
Why are you smiling when you say that? That's interesting.
Because it makes me feel more safe to know that maybe I have some sort of power in your presence.
You do realize women have capacity for violence?
I'm not a fighter, you could say.
Well, hold on. We don't know that. You could have come over here, smacked
Ulysses the Pagan donated $100. What did you think coming on a podcast debate meant? A debate is adversarial in nature. When you tone police, it equates to you have nothing to say and the purpose to derail the conversation.
So, can I ask you a question? So going back to you felt unsafe in the emotional space. Yeah. So you, as retribution, you wanted to make us feel unsafe in the physical space.
Correct.
And that's why you got out of your chair. Correct. Walked all the way around here. And we didn't know if you were going to try to strike Andrew.
Correct.
He's closer.
Correct.
But you essentially pulled up your
Correct.
Your dress.
Yes.
And put
Yes.
your ass right in his
Yes.
space.
Yes. So I wanted you to understand the height of how you guys affect me emotionally and spiritually. It was like that.
So do you think other forms of I would
rather you beat me. I would literally rather
hold on.
you punch me in the
Well,
face.
I'm not interested in doing that. So hold on. Would you say that even if I don't categorize what you did specifically as a violent act, using
Wilson's _ wife donated $100. Wow, that was quite a journey. We've been through vibrations, colonialism, feminism, scam, black slave souls locked in sexy white bodies, spores, oh spores, tears, showing ass, riding Jesus D1CK.
All right, Wilson's wife, thank you, appreciate it. If somebody is making you feel unsafe in your mental or emotional space, saying, even not categorizing what you did as violence, is violence justified as retribution if somebody makes you feel unsafe? Physical violence makes you feel unsafe in the emotional or psychological space?
Yeah, it's called eye for an eye. You reap what you sow.
So, just so I understand this correctly, you would have also been justified to, for example, like, try to physically assault Andrew in that moment also?
I believe I would, yes.
Right. Would you have been legally justified?
Yeah, I believe I could get away with it.
Megadeth 188 donated $100. This is what she does. She is the first to attack people personally, then she cries to gain sympathy.
Yeah.
She is a manipulator. That's why she told you she might harm herself.
Before you get up,
Sympathy and manipulation.
Louder doesn't work for you.
All right. So, this would be a good moment to, wait, Maddie, put the book. This would be a good moment to shout out debateuniversity.com. If you want to become a master debater, like Andrew 100% of the time, and like sometimes I'm at like my 99, like when I'm parsing and like, I'm parsing pretty good sometimes. You can also I have my moments too, I don't know what I'm just ad-libbing this fucking, guys, debateuniversity.com, verbal combat is the course. We have by the way, also we're going to have a debate tomorrow. She'll be back. She's coming back. She just had to use the restroom. We have a debate scheduled for tomorrow we're going to try to go live at 4 p.m. Once again, sorry for our delay in starting today. We will be going live 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's going to be another good one. Be sure to tune in 4 p.m. tomorrow, debate with Andrew. And, but yeah, check out the course, debateuniversity.com. Also go to our twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow on the Prime sub. If you have one, guys, it's been 14 minutes since we last got a Prime help.
Oh.
Say it louder, Maddie.
Help.
There you go. Twitch.tv/whatever. Drops a follow, drops a Prime sub. This conversation's off the rails. This conversation is, by the way, I have the video from security camera behind me. Should I post it on the Discord?
No.
Or
We'll talk later.
You don't think so?
Nope.
You don't want that out there? Or? I mean, I think people should see what happened. Or do you just not want it? You don't want it out there?
Yeah, no.
You don't want it out there.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk it after the show. Okay.
You might do something.
Huh?
Nothing.
So Maddie, how about them bears?
Big, scary bears.
Maddie, would you rather be in a forest alone with a man or a bear?
A man.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. What are some of the other things we need to get into on this show?
Over 80 videos, by the way. Over 80 videos.
Over 80 videos on debate.
Poured a lot into that. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think you will. I think you'll enjoy it a lot.
Are you returning, Desiree, or?
I'm just taking a minute. Recalibrating. Deciding if I want to stay or not.
Okay. Well, so anyways, where was I?
Maybe we can wrap it up on a good note. Maybe
there's
the last part, we can wrap it on potentially a good note. What do you think?
I think we can do that. I think that can be achieved. It'll be achieved. So, Andrew, how's Rachel doing? How's Rachel? She good?
She's doing well.
She's doing well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Doing well. She's kicking ass. She goes to the gym nonstop. Doing a great job.
Nice. That's good. Desiree, can you return to the table, please?
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I suppose that's a good.
Did you guys ever do the debate with those girls from the last show or no?
We're gonna have that's gonna happen soon.
Oh, good.
We're gonna get that scheduled.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
You're gonna go?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to just say goodbye?
I'll say goodbye.
Is it, it's kind of overcast today. It's a bit overcast. You know, it's overcast. Is it because I asked about the woman hating stuff? Is that?
Just because I'm not respected and I have a really important job in the world. I'm not.
You weren't respected? How was it? Wait, you didn't really say goodbye though. Do you at least want to sit down briefly and just say goodbye to the?
Yeah, you can have the last word.
Do you want to say goodbye into the camera or into the mic, I guess? Or we can I think we can reconcile this.
Goodbye.
Quick reconciliation. Okay.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault, guys.
Okay. Do you at least want to announce the lawsuit, Desiree?
I thought I couldn't say all those words.
Lawsuit? You can.
Not what it would be about.
What would it be about?
I don't think you want that spoken on YouTube.
You mean no? I'm talking about the class action lawsuit that you want to.
I don't think you can say those words on YouTube.
What words on YouTube? Okay, well, oh yeah, probably should.